The Truth About Making Money Online, episode 170 of the Marketing for Owners podcast, with me, John Butt. Marketingforowners.com is a wonderful website, if I don't say so myself. If you pop along there, if you go to marketingforowners.com/podcast, you can see all the previous podcasts, because they're as video and available as video and audio, and there's a full post detailing everything I've ever spouted from my mouth. You find it all there for free, no opt-in, no nothing. There's other bits and pieces on the site you might like, at the blog and everything else, and I'd love you to join the Owners Club. It is free, so don't worry, you won't be asked for any money. By the way, a bit windy today, again. It's always windy here in Deal, in England, because I think it's just near the coast. So sorry if there's any noise on the mic. What can you do? Now, what was I saying? Making money online. Okay, now I feel almost duty-bound to protect you from the people who try to convince you to make money online. The reason for that is because in your online marketing efforts, you're going to go through social media, you're going to look for examples of good opt-in lead magnets, of good-looking websites, of content to share with your following, and so on. You are going to come across adverts and posts and tweets and things of unbelievably tempting goodies that will convince you how easy it is to make money online doing this. Now, the way it works is awful for the vast majority. So let me put you in the picture for once. If you had a system that was so super that you could make billions, and you made all this money easily, because generally the people who want to teach you how to make money online, they tell you how much money they made in what shorter time and with how little effort. If it was that easy, why tell anyone else to do it? If you're making that much money, why do you need to sell it to a few hundred people at $100 a pop? Exactly. Generally, when somebody teaches you or sells you something like that, it has passed its sell-by date. Or, more commonly, it didn't exist in the first place. So when you read that someone made $10,872 in exactly 48 hours, what they forget to mention is the $9,000 odd dollars or $10,100 they spent on adverts and outsourcing it and so on. More often than not, when you buy that system, they bring you in, they teach you a system that they've used, no proof. Don't forget, with Photoshop and everything available now, any checks you see with all the money, any bank statements, all of that can be photoshopped very, very easily, and generally is, by the way. No, there's no advertising standards people are going to catch them. They never do. So, they'll show you that, and then one of the things they'll teach you in how to make money is how to sell what you've just bought to your friends and to claim an affiliate commission for, say, 50% or something. How easy is that? And by then, you've read their sales letter. You've read everything about them. They are so darn good that you feel this would be easy to sell. After all, you're not stupid. You bought it. So, you buy it. You try to convince your friends to buy it. They don't buy a darn thing. But the original person doesn't care because they got another sale. That's how it works. Now, this is generally what you're going to come across. There are a lot of them. In my experience, if they tell you how much money they made in a short space of time with no further evidence of what they made the year after and the year after that, then don't believe it. It might have worked once, but it isn't working now. Otherwise, they'd have updated the amount they made with the bigger amount they made the year after. in my teachings, for instance, it would be very simple for me to tot up everything I've ever sold, convert it into dollars from pounds, for instance, makes it a bigger number, and to say, in my introduction, is I'm John Butt. I have sold over $20 million of goods online. Listen to me. But that's not the way. I prefer to explain what to do, to have you see that it's used not just by me, but by others, and then to show you how to do it. And eventually, possibly, to teach you how to do it at a cost. But no evidence of that now. And whatever happens, whatever it is, whatever I teach is stuff that is just generally available and is being done, and I will give examples of who's doing it, others, not just me. So this isn't snake oil salesman stuff. So just be careful when you're online. Don't believe the hype. It is hype. It might not work, but nobody cares because they'll have had your money. Okay? End of lecture. Public service announcement. So today is Monday. It is time for a book for the week. Today, for some reason, I'm actually holding a book. Here it is. Is that upside down? Oops, sorry. But it's The Presentation Secrets of Steve Jobs. It's by a guy called Carmine Gallo. He has another good book about TED Talks. But what he did is he studied what Steve Jobs did. Steve Jobs, the ex-Apple CEO, before his untimely death, was a fantastic presenter. I mean, he is the ultimate salesman. He had news people, millions of people, all desperately hanging on for his announcements where he'd stand on stage, and he had a style of doing it. That style he worked at for years, because we're all going to think, well, we can't do that, we're not Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs was as nervous as anyone. He was hopeless at the start. He used to practice those speeches over and over and over. These were not natural to him. He had a system, and he worked a system. Carmine Gallo has broken down, deconstructed, and reverse engineered that system. And if you read the book, it can give you a way of presenting YouTube videos, of presenting in front of a small audience, a large audience, one client, presentation online, anything. I strongly recommend. It's a good read. It's actually good fun as well. I strongly recommend you get the book and let me know how you get on. Okay? Talk to you tomorrow.